Welcome back to our Food City Independence Day special live here at the Kingsport Farmers Market in downtown Kingsport. Joined right now by Food City Executive Chef Jimmie Jones. How you doing, JJ?
Doing good. It's good to be here.
Man, you have got a spread out here today. I think you got something from almost every department at Food City.
Yeah, I'm spreading the wealth, making sure that we have all the good stuff from all the departments.
Yeah. How are we going to get started? Because you got so much, we got to get into it. We
got a lot going on.
Okay.
But I got thighs. You know, thighs are making a big comeback.
Oh, yeah.
Price of inflation, things that's going on. You know, thighs are fairly affordable. I got the boneless thighs here.
Right.
And you know what's hot right now is kind of those odd Indian, South African or African flavors.
Okay.
So I got a tandoori seasoning in which we sell.
Right.
And I seasoned my thighs for about a good hour at least. Let them soak into it.
Just kind of almost marinate them. Yeah.
Absolutely. This is a famous, African dish. They usually cook them in a clay pot. Slap them in there to the clay pot and stick them to it. But we're just going to put those guys right on the old.
Because you got the old flat top over here today.
I do. You know, you can do this on the grill. You could do it on the flat top. But I will tell you, I'm a big fan of the grill.
All right.
The griddle has become my friend.
Yes.
You know, it cooks.
It's so versatile because there's so many dishes you can do on there.
It is. There's a whole lot you can do. And you get a good sear on the outside. You're cooking a lot of times in its own juices, so you're not really, you're saving those flavors. You're not discarding those flavors because it's cooking in those flavors.
Right.
Grill, you get a good grill sear and you got a good flavor and you got that smoke. It's just different.
Right. And what's a good rule of thumb, especially for chicken, because we want to make sure you get chicken done all the way through. What's a good rule of thumb on?
I've got this on about a medium low, and I let it get a good sizzle. And I tell you what I do is on the flat top, I'll sprinkle a little bit of water on it.
Okay.
And the water, when it starts to bubble, and it bubbles around quite a bit, that's called the Leidenfrost effect. And it's a little bit of physics, but basically it's moving around on steam.
Okay.
And that to me tells me it's about 400 degrees.
All right.
And that's about as high as I want to go. Now, if it dissipates real fast, it's way too hot.
Okay.
And that kind of gives me a good chicken. And then I also make sure I pound it or get a good thin thigh like this.
You want to get it. You want to get it thin, and that's great going the boneless route there too.
Absolutely.
And the next thing you got is some pork chops.
I do. Pork chops are a great affordable dish. You can cook them on your grill. You cook them on your griddle. They're really flexible.
Right.
It's a good family money saver. And I've got a little bit of Szechuan seasoning that I put on it. So we're going around the world just a little bit.
Yeah, you've got two completely different flavor profiles there.
Yeah, and I'll even show you later, how we'll take these particular items and we'll continue to dress them up a little bit with the side dishes that we get from our shortcuts program.
Right.
In fact, for instance, the Brussels sprouts here,
yes,
we get in the meat department. It's got bacon in it. It's like a sweet and spicy sauce on it. It's got the halved Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts is one of those vegetables that in like the past 2 to 3 years has really taken off.
It is.
I mean, I think it's got a resurgence in popularity.
It is fantastic. And I'm going to start this off so it doesn't burn on my grill.
Right.
I'm actually just going to start by putting it right on the grill.
Just lay it over there in that metal pan.
Yeah, just let it get out of the way there.
Okay.
And I'm going to let it cook there. I'll cook it about halfway. And then I'll get that final char right there on the griddle on the side there. And I'll get that bacon nice and crispy and delicious. And that's going to be what we're going to put the pork chops on.
Okay. Well, we're going to come back here in just a few minutes, okay? We're going to let that get good and do its thing over there on the grill. We're going to come back here in just a few minutes. He's going to show us some other great dishes. That everything you see here can be found at your local Food City, and check out foodcity.com as well.